Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Simulation TNG50, a galaxy cluster forms. So, what do we see here? Well, what we're going to watch is a simulation of the formation of galaxy clusters within the universe. And this is known as the Illustris simulation, and in fact this specifically is TNG50 from the Illustris TNG, which is an upgrade from that previous simulation that has been used. Now, when we'll watch the video here in just a minute, we'll see two parts. The first part will show gas. You'll see it in an orange color. The second part will turn more of a black and white and is tracing the stars. So we're going to see two different sections there looking at that as this cluster evolves. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. And as it starts, we'll see that it's just very plain gas spread out, concentrated in some areas and less in others. We see very quickly that it concentrates in certain areas, becomes denser, and material starts to coalesce, and we see objects starting to form there. These are the beginnings of galaxies. We can see the scale up in the upper left, 200 kiloparsec size, to give us an idea of a scale there, and the redshift in the upper right, showing the time. So 0 would be the present day. The bigger the number, the further in the past. Now, as we see that, we can see more and more galaxies beginning to form and trails of material scattered around them as the galaxies coalesce together under gravity. The gravity pulls them closer together and the galaxies will collide and merge, and we see this in the ordinary universe. Now, shortly at this point, we're going to see it start to fade a little bit, and it's going to turn into tracing just the stars. So a lot of the gas has now disappeared. As we head into the closer to present day, we are starting to see just the stars here, and the cores are the central galaxy that we're seeing. The streams of material are from galaxy collisions as galaxies are ripped apart. And this was a very violent era in the early universe when galaxies were colliding constantly and were merging together. And that's what formed the large galaxies that we see today. Those very early galaxies were much smaller and were not near as ordered as the spiral and elliptical galaxies that we're used to looking at. So using simulations like this gives us a better understanding of the universe. But we have to be able to compare them to something. We have to see how good the simulation is. Well, we can never compare it to our exact universe. We can't know the position of every particle in the universe and calculate the gravitational forces. That would be far beyond what this simulation could do. So we can't reproduce our exact universe, but we can study it statistically. We can look at the concentration of galaxies. We can look at how they are grouped into clusters. Do they group into clusters similar to what we see in our universe when we study the galaxies here? And that is what helps us to continue to refine the simulation to be able to get better, to make it better. This is how science advances, by continually making modifications and working our models to best match the universe. We may not be able to simulate our exact universe, but we can make one and see statistically how it matches up against our own. So that was our picture of the day, titled Simulation TNG50, a galaxy cluster forms. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be Eerie Space Bubble. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.